Well, howdy there, folks. Welcome back to Stewie MTG, and the last of my Naya commander decks was Hazazon, Shaper of Sand. Red, green, and a white for a 3/3 human warrior with Desert Walk. In other words, if your opponent controls the desert, he's unblockable. You may play desert lands from your graveyard, hence the theme. Whenever a desert enters the battlefield under your control, create 2 1/1 red, green, and white sand warrior creature tokens. So this I decided to be kind of a dune slash sand desert themed deck, and in order to do that we will actually look at, I have the majority of the desert lands. I'm still missing I think 3. So we've got Desert of the True, Sun-Scorched Desert, Painted Bluffs, Desert of the Indomitable, Haship Oasis, Desert of the Fervent, Ramenup Ruins, Chefnet Dunes, Dunes of the Dead, Survivor's Encampment, Cradle of the Accursed, Grasping Dunes, Hostile Desert, and Endless Sands currently. I am in the process of getting the other 3 that I'm missing, and those will go in here and probably replace basic lands. With that, let's actually take a look at our enchantments and artifacts that help us in this landfall based deck. So once again, this is very much like your normal landfall deck, playing lands from our graveyard. When we do, we're getting those tokens. So we've got ourselves a Druid class, gain life, tangible virtue to buff those Sand Warrior tokens. Aura Fracture, in order to set, it's a great multi-use removal spell. I can remove an enchantment by sacrificing a land, play it from my graveyard, get more tokens. Hey, it's all good. Got ourselves Retreat to Emerial, your normal landfall type stuff. Same thing with Felidar Retreat, Zendikar's Royal. Also included a Zurin Orb. Once again, if I sack a land, I can gain life and play it once again from my graveyard. And since we're playing a lot of lands, Blackblade Forge going on Hazazon is always great. Let's take a look at the other creatures that go in here. We have ourselves a I decided to go a warrior theme, and as much as I could sand or desert. So we've got our Sunblade Elf, Wild Nicodle, some ramp with some Findlehorn Elves, Avacyn's Pilgrim, Llanowar Elves. Groundskeeper help us to return lands from our graveyard. Same thing here. Elvish Reclaimer is a land sack outlet. Honored Crop Captain, desert theme there. Rada, Mana Dork. Got ourselves a Ruin Ghost. Once again, kind of a land flicker. Shauna Sisay's Legacy. Big creature. Bramble with Paragon. Since most of our creatures are warriors, they'll get the extra tokens. Same thing here with Champion of Lamholt. Just get a bigger champion. We've got Kargan War Leader for a Lord. Rumor Gatherer for the card draw. Llanowar Visionary card draw and mana ramp. Loaming Shaman. I can shuffle cards from my graveyard back into my library. For instance, if I've sacked a bunch of lands and I really need to start drawing them. Ramenup Excavator to play them from my graveyard. Yes, I'm aware there's some new cards. Yes, I do need the artifact that lets you get the lands from the graveyard, but I don't have one. Sand Straggler, desert theme. The other Rada. We have ourselves Hero of the Dunes, Paul Atreides himself. Maha, or Maja, Bredegard Protector. Titania, Protector of Argoth. Yes, I am missing the other Titanias. If I had the opportunity, I would put them in here. And Enray's Forerunners as an overrun effect. On to the instants and sorceries. We have Reclaim to get those cards from a graveyard. Mana Tithe, because no one's expecting it. We have Aura Mutation to help create some more tokens. The same thing here with Artifact Mutation. We have Disenchant, Dawn Charm, Naya Charm. Make a stand to protect all of those creatures, especially if I've got a bunch of sand tokens out. I want to make sure I protect them. Same thing here with Rootborn Defenses. We've got Kabretti Charm, Beast Within, and on to sorceries. Animus Awakening in order to get some of those lands. Nature's Spiral, Broken Bond, Removal, Restore. Get some of those lands from a graveyard. Explore to play some more of those lands. We have ourselves a Nature's Lore to search. Same thing with Farseek and Sylvan Scrying. Introduction of Prophecy for card draw. Harmonize. Ranger's Path to go search. Skyshroud Claim and Splendid Reclamation. We have some more removal with Salt Blast. Once again, not the greatest removal spell, but definitely flavorful. Overcome for the overrun effect, and lastly, Desert Twister for removal. The remainder of our non-desert, non-basic lands, we've got Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Croson Verge, Grasslands, Myriad Landscape, Blighted Woodland, Jungle Shrine, Command Tower, Path of Ancestry, Arctic Treeline. Still a bunch of air in here. Radiant Grove, Canopy Vista, Alpine Meadow, Sacred Peaks, Temple of Triumph, Highland Forest, Wooded Ridgeline. I'll just hold these up here. Got just a couple left. Cinderglade, and lastly, Mossfire Valley. Well, this has been Hazazon, a Shaper of Sand, and my Dune/desert themed deck. There's a few cards still missing from this. One of these days I'll go through this and get this upgraded. If you guys have any likes, comments, subscribe, any cards you think I missed that would fit the theme, put it in the comments down below. This has been Stewie MTG, and I'll catch you guys later as we actually look at the 4 Sultai 3-color combination, and then finally move on to the 4 and 5-color decks.